Dungeons & Drimbus is rated R for rude language, rough violence, and raunchy humor.
Yo, Jerry here, and here's what happened previously on City of Me. Jerry. After investigating, they find the hypothalamus energy core is missing. An M was left on the wall, and a powdery residue was left all over. Noticing that polio was down, they rushed to stop immunity from taking him. To test the director, they tell him that the hippocampus could be in trouble, and if he wants them to trust him, he better help. After some snooping around the hippocampus, they discover an order form for this month's hormones, which include lizard hormones, suggesting they might be trying to turn Jerry into a lizard person. Reeling after the day's events, they get ready for family dinner at Asa's parents. And now, back to City of Jerry.
We open on the walk back to Princess, following your investigation of the hippocampus. Director Thymus approaches the group and asks, "What did you find out?"
Director,
Yeah.
we have some possible leads, but nothing absolutely conclusive at this time. I'm going to follow up on certain things, and hopefully we'll have a better response for you by the morning.
Alrighty. Well, look, if you need anything, call my personal number, or else I don't think I'll get the message. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why. Thank you for your work.
I look to the group to be like, are we choosing to trust this guy, or are we purposefully withhold? Like, I'm getting a vibe check off everyone.
I was purposefully withholding.
Okay. Sergeant Dryll will follow your lead.
Director Thymus walks off. As you approach Princess, Poe is gone. But you find a note. It says, "Can't be seen by immunity. If you need me, use this." He's left you a flashlight, but with a design taped onto it, so that when you use the flashlight, it broadcasts the symbol.
It's a bat, actually.
It is
It's a polio molecule.
It is an uneven spherical molecule that you recognize immediately as polio.
Jesus Christ, man.
Holy polio, Batman.
Sergeant Dryll, flashes it just to see what it does and goes, he really needs to work on messaging.
Yeah, we all have phones. Okay. So, I know it's a little bit of a departure from our evening, but I don't want my mom to call me again. Do you guys want to go rest at my family's place?
Yes.
And for what it's worth, my weird uncle might be a little bit of an expert on reptile stuff, so I think it might actually be a good work lead as well. And I know, and I turn to Sergeant Dryll. We need to take breaks, but this is kind of a break where we can also follow a lead.
You see Sergeant Dryll, breathes in, like choosing the next words and goes, I'm not always a huge fan of loopholes, but, given the circumstances, this feels reasonable.
Well, as they say, any hole is a goal.
God damn it.
Yes, I very much look forward to breaking bread with your family on this lovely little break of ours.
Yeah, they're a lot, but you know what? They're a lot, but they are also a lot. So this will be, you know what? On the bright side, we'll be able to check in with Ollie, see if they were able to learn anything, and get some food and get some rest. I don't know about you guys, but I am not in peak. Well, I'm kind of in peak physical condition, but I've also had a long day.
That sounds good to me. What are the rest of your family situations?
You're talking to me and Quentin?
Both of you.
Well,
There is no situation.
yes, that's about it, yes.
Right.
My roommate Tommy and myself, and I've been on my own for as long as I can remember. Daddy Jerry takes care of me.
I'm glad to say that my first family dinner will be with all of you.
Oh, how precious.
Asa immediately feels terrible for complaining about her family. Surrounded by 3 people with literally no family. Yeah, they're gonna love you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe too much though. So if you feel uncomfortable or if there are a lot, we can always leave. I can fake an emergency. I've been faking emergency with my families
Don't worry, I'm used to a lot of loving, if you get my drift.
Oh, Jerry. Yeah.
Star wipe, and you are all in Princess, pulling up to Asa's parents' house. It's a very, very, white picket fence in the cranium, very nice, a yard, very cute.
Wow, this is very cute.
Yeah, that's kind of their whole thing. Asa smooths her membrane and, ties her hair back into a ponytail and puts her glasses back on.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone asks, I'm never in any danger. I'm great at my job. That's about it. They're very concerned for my well-being. However, they will be psyched to see that I'm bringing people over. So, play it by ear?
Oh, yes.
Agent Dendrite, is there a reason you're trying to, obscure information from them?
They don't super love the idea of me being out in the field.
I understand.
I mean, we're all neurons, and we're all dendrites, so we all like to sit behind desks and gather information. And they want me to sit behind a desk and gather information. And I don't want to do that.
Well, if there's anything you need, your team is here for you.
I do my little bow.
Mm-hmm.
I return it with the little kick.
The little kick.
Yeah.
Don't worry, baby. We got your back.
Sweet.
Yes, I'm here. We're here for you. Asa.
Quentin, they know a little bit about you. Luco used to come over for dinner sometimes. So, we talked about you a little. Only good things, but they'll probably be very, very excited to meet you in person.
I'm very excited to meet them.
Love the optimism. All right. Let's go.
Into the breach.
Asa approaches and knocks on the door. A tall neuron that resembles Asa's brothers very much opens the door. Asa, my darling! He
Hey,
pulls
Dad.
Asa into a fierce hug. It's like one of those, she's standing and suddenly it's like, whoop! She's just in his chest and he's like,
Weapons ready!
oh, my little vesicle bug! We were so
Dad,
so
not in front
worried.
of my team.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He ruffles up your membrane hair that you put in your ponytail,
Yeah, okay.
affectionately, and is like, these must be your friends! Oh, welcome to our home. I'm Zy Dendrite, proud father of my little vesicle bug here. Oh, please, come in. And he, opens the door wider to let you all in. And then a neuron that looks just like a slightly older, spitting image of Asa enters from the kitchen, smiling, but kind of eyebrows are furrowed on her face. And she's like, oh, Asa, your father and I have been worried sick about you. You weren't answering your phone and then... hello? And she, notices that there are more people and kind of, smooths her membrane and is like, I'm Marie Dendrite. I suppose I have you all to thank for getting my little girl back in one piece.
That was all her, but it is a pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Might I say I see where, Agent Dendrite gets their good genes from.
Oh my goodness. And she holds her hand out and is like, and you must be Sergeant Dryll. My goodness. Okay, don't say I told you, but little Neo, Asa's brother, is a huge fan.
Oh, well, it's always a pleasure to meet a fan. But I tell you, us Benadryls, we'd be nothing without the help of good agents like your daughter here.
Oh gosh, well, maybe I could get an autograph from you later. He'd be psyched. And you. And she turns to Quentin and holds a hand out.
Miss Dendrite, it's a pleasure to meet you. For a second, I thought Asa had a sister.
Oh, my. And you are?
I am Quentin Quarantino. I work with your daughter.
And you hear just as she grips your hand and turns to Zai and is like, Mr. Quarantino, it is so nice to put a face to, and she looks at you and touches your broad shoulders as to a form.
Mom!
And she looks at Asa and is like, and is like, please, come in. And you, and then she turns to introduce herself to Tim before being like, Tim Glutus?
Oh, my Jerry.
Please, don't make a big deal out of little old me.
Oh my God, Asa, did you know that your father and I met at a Tim Glutus performance?
Yeah, you actually tell me that a lot.
Oh my goodness, I am such a big fan. You know, and she starts she grabs Tim and kind of pulls him to the side and is like, I was Asa's age when I met her father, and Zai had Cal and then Neo and Fry and Blue, and we weren't even sure if I was able to divide it all.
Oh.
And then we went to another
Oh my
performance
God,
of yours,
Jerry.
and my little Asa Marie came along.
Mom, please
I
don't
guess
talk about my...
We have Tim to thank for you being here, Asa.
Well,
Yeah.
it's my genuine pleasure. I live to serve.
Oh, Tim, oh my gosh.
Mom, you gotta stop telling people about the story of your division. It's uncomfortable. No one needs to know this information. It's very, very personal.
And she rubs your back and is like, you were my little miracle, Asa Marie Dendrite, and I will always talk about it.
Okay. Food?
Oh, of course! And Zai comes in as Marie moves to the kitchen and is like, please, follow me. And he takes you to, a dining room. But as you pass, you see pictures on the walls of Asa's family. You see baby pictures of what must be Asa, surrounded by 4 small neurons that resemble Zai, her father. Medals line a case made out to a number of Dendrite names, and the ones belonging to Asa are for things such as spelling bee awards and things like that. Marie enters and is like, okay, well, unfortunately we don't have a wide variety. Jerry hasn't been eating much lately. He's under a lot of stress, but I've got leftover cold pizza molecules and, some rare steak molecules as well.
Is Ollie here?
Oh, he called. He said he'd be a little late because he was finishing up a little project. He said you should know about that, actually.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound very punctual.
Oh, he was actually here earlier to help me cook in the kitchen before leaving.
Oh, do you need a hand with anything, or could I help?
My. Well, I suppose, Mr. Quarantino, if you wanted to set the table, I would not complain.
It would be a pleasure. He just runs to the kitchen and then looking for pulling each drawer till he finds the one with the silverware.
Yeah, and Marie leans into Asa and is just like, Asa, when are you going to settle down, divide, and give me some grandkids?
Mom, I'm really not focused on that right now. I'm kind of in a really exciting place in my career.
Oh, I know, but... Oh, and she pinches your membrane cheek and is like, you would make such a cute mother.
Mom, why do you have to bring this up all the time?
Oh, all right. Sit down. I can change the subject. Let's see. Oh, your brother Cal said that they're looking for young neurons to take over the hippocampus library. It seems like that librarian is finally going to retire. Imagine my baby girl, my Asa Marie, the librarian. Oh, I do hope you'll consider applying.
Mom, I have a job.
Well, yes.
And I like my job. I like my job a lot.
Well, I don't know why you're so stubborn about this, Asa Marie. You've nothing to prove to me and your father. We are very proud of you. I mean, this job you have, at least before you had a mentor, that Luco Blake had a good head on his shoulders, he did, and oh... I'm sorry, honey, I didn't mean to bring him up. It's just, you never call, and then I have to learn from the news that you're facing off against Lisa Terria and a bomb because my own daughter won't tell me, and then you expect me to be just all right with you risking your life? I need communication, young lady.
Well, one, I'm an adult. And I don't need to call my mom and tell her everything that's going on in my life because I am an adult and I can take care of myself.
Well...
Two, we weren't facing off against Lisa Terria. This is classified, privileged information that also locks into agent mode.
Yeah.
It's I can't be discussing these cases with civilians. I have a certain degree of clearance within immunity. And Mom, I'm kind of happy I'm working really, really hard for the job that I've always wanted, and I don't want to be a librarian.
Oh, Asa. She pulls you in for a hug, and she's like, you know, I don't have to like it, but if it will make you feel better, I will stop sending you job applications.
Thank you!
And maybe instead I'll send you bachelor profiles.
You know what? It's progress.
For what it's worth, Mrs. Dendrite, Asa here is doing very well on the job, and we've had no doubts at all since she entered the workforce with us.
Wow, that is really great to hear. And I am so glad to see such strong men. And she, looks at Asa and is, protecting my little girl out there.
Oh, let me move this chair for you over here.
Thank you.
If I may butt in, Miss Dendrite,
please.
I dare say that Agent Dendrite here has actually, perhaps saved us more than we've saved her.
Is that right?
You have raised an incredibly capable, intelligent young woman, and frankly, I cannot say more than that because we'd be breaching certain security protocols within immunity, but
well,
had they not been present, we would not be as far along in some of our cases as we are.
well. And she, kind of blushes at the "you have raised" part of that sentence, and she's like, well, she had to get it from someone, I suppose. Asa, your uncle, he's in the living room. He did say he wanted to talk to you about something, but I said that we'd just get all together for dinner. He's in one of his moods, darling, you understand.
Yeah. Asa's a little taken aback by the glowing praise she's received from her team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just go indulge him. I'll take him off your back.
I appreciate that. The rest of you, please feel free to sit. And, Tim, I think that Zai needs some help picking out a wine for the evening, and I know you're somewhat of an expert.
Well, I feel so humbled to know that you know so much of me, but I would be absolutely gobsmacked and all the rest of it to assist Mr. Daddy Dendrite.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, my goodness. And she, leads Tim to help Zai in the kitchen. Asa, you head into the living room and you see your uncle. He's got his membrane all every which way, zany tendrils underneath a bucket hat fashioned out of aluminum. And his eyes light up as he sees you. He, holds his arms out and then first is wire check.
Hey, Uncle Ted.
And he, turns you around and is, looking in your jacket and is all right.
He does see Milu, staring up at him.
Yeah, he, opens and he's do you got a wire in there, little guy?
He's clean.
All right. What'd I get you for your 5th birthday, Asa?
You got me a taser.
Damn straight! All right, bring it in. And he, hugs you finally and is I made you something. And he turns around and, rustles in his bag, and it's a baseball-style hat fashioned out of aluminum. And he's
Thanks.
your mom said you'd grown out a little bucket hat, so I thought I'd make you something else. Well, here you go.
Awesome. Yeah. I don't know if it really goes with my, I'm working on some stuff.
Oh, nonsense. Aluminum goes with everything. And he, puts it on your head.
Right. I adjust it. Uncle Ted, this is the rest of my squad.
And he, looks and is whoa. Asa, there's people in your house.
No, I invited them. I actually have people in my life that I wanted.
Do you trust them?
Yes, implicitly.
Tedward Dendrite, or you can call me Teddy Ted D. I don't have enough aluminum hats for everybody. Looks like I've got some work to do. And he holds his hand out to shake.
I will vigorously shake. A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You as well. And he, kind of looks at your, armor, and he's you got some aluminum in that armor of yours?
I don't, but I've got plenty of frequency blocking materials already, and I press the side button that brings up, the dome helmet.
And his eyes widen, and he's good on ya! And he turns to Quentin and he's like, Teddy Dead D.
Quentin Quarantino. Nice to meet you.
And he shakes your hand and realizes that the hand he's shaking has your communication device. And he pulls it close and he's like looking at it. They're always listening. You need to be careful.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And
Also just mouths, I'm so sorry.
Marie witnesses him like looking at your communication device and is like, okay, Teddy, what did we say about our treatment towards guests? Trust first and questions later. She's like, that's right, thank you. Why don't we sit down for dinner? He like looks down and like flicks his aluminum hat so that it like goes a little higher on his face and like grumbles a little bit as he sits down. And she's like, okay, did we say cold pizza molecules or the steak?
Ooh, that cold pizza smells divine, Miss Dendrite.
Oh, thank you. I'll be right back. And she goes into the kitchen. She brings out a plate of little balls.
Yeah.
Okay, I learned this from a friend today, but I think we should pray to Jerry.
It's your house. What friend?
Elaborate. I do love a good dinner side story.
Well, it's just kind of been moving about the office, you know, and a lot of us in the brain, we've been seeing the pamphlets and, well, you know, we come from Jerry. Jerry feeds us. He gives us. I feel like it works. And then you see Ted has been like gripping his silverware and he's like, don't you feel it? This whole bullshit religion is just a front to puppet the government and destroy our city. And Marie is like, Teddy, what have we talked about?
Miss Marie, if I may, I understand the impulse, but part of what makes the city of Jerry so great are the people in it, and all of us working to uphold Jerry. Yes, we come from Jerry, but we are Jerry, and if we trust him to run himself, which is what we've always done, we need to do it the right way, which is each of us doing our part. If we don't uphold Jerry, then Jerry can't uphold himself because we are all part of that.
And that's just it. And suddenly you see that she's like holding a necklace that has a very ornate looking J on it. It's just what you said. And this just teaches us that we must become stronger for a stronger Jerry.
Right. I mean, we all love Jerry.
Go, Jerry.
I know I'm a bit of an outsider, but I don't know how my team feels about this, but as someone who arrived not too long ago, I'm inclined to say that, I think Jerry's perfect just the way he is,
I mean, I agree, but I've always wanted to be stronger. It is quite inspiring to see neurons such as Asa, you know, fighting the good fight and things like that, but, I mean... And she looks a little vulnerable, and she's like, I mean, your brothers, Asa, they could have died today, and, maybe if we were all stronger, maybe it wouldn't have happened.
I think, and again, a lot of this information is classified, but, the people of Jerry saved my brothers today.
Well, I know that Fry begrudgingly said that you helped him, and I expect nothing less of my daughter, but we need a strong leader. I think that what occurred today is due to negligence and lack of oversight, and, well, I think we deserve better. I mean, really, do you think that the mayor is doing a great job?
Asa, like, literally is biting her tongue so hard.
You don't have to answer us. It's classified information.
But Sergeant Dryll will look at Asa and just kind of like very calmly nod his head to be like, you can do this, you can speak, like a very encouraging nod.
I think the mayor that I am actually potentially having an audience with him relatively soon.
Oh.
And we'll get a chance to discuss some of these things face to face. But I think all of us are parts of Jerry, and as Jerry is flawed, so are we. And I think the people of Jerry, especially people like my incredible team, are doing what they can to make sure things like what happened today are prevented.
We cut to Tim and Zai in the cellar. This has all been happening. Well, they're in the cellar, and Zai looks like kind of shy. I don't know if you do this kind of thing, but my wife and I are curious about maybe bringing in a third, and I just wanted to know if your services were available.
Oh my goodness! Is this a vintage from Jerry's 16th birthday?
You know it is!
Oh my goodness! I have been looking for this particular barefoot Zinfandel for years! This is, oh my goodness.
He, like, wipes his face a little bit and, like, slicks back his hair and is like, well, it looks like we've picked the wine, so we could forget I said that and head upstairs.
And by the way, Zai, but of course, my services are generally available for a modest fee. I know there's a bit of a ATP shortage at the moment.
And Tim will take his finger and trace it down Zai's chest.
Oh my god.
But I'm sure that we can come to some sort of arrangement.
And he blushes and, like, gives you a card, like, with his number on it, and it's just like, my only thing is I don't think Asa would like to know about this.
Oh, of course. This stays right here. In the cellar. In the dungeon.
Oh my.
And Tim takes the business card, sticks it between his butt cheeks, and you just hear as it gets sucked up inside.
And as you do that, you just hear from Zai.
Well, we don't want to worry the others, shall we?
Oh, right, of course.
Head upstairs.
Yep, Let's go. Yep.
After you, please. Or do you like to watch?
And Tim will start walking away, waddling his hips back and forth, swinging his ass.
Yeah, and he's just like, yeah, no, that's great for me. And he just follows after you, and you are kind of giggly with each other, and then you walk into a very tense moment.
The wine is here!
Thank Jerry.
Oh, well, thank Jerry for that. She, like, sets the wine glasses out. Asa, make a heal roll for your argument about the mayor.
That's a 12.
Wow.
Plus 2 for 14.
Critical success. You see, like, as she pours the wine, your mother looks embarrassed almost, and she tucks her necklace back and is like,
well, I suppose I did always teach you to not judge a book by the cover. Perhaps you can update me with your findings after speaking to the mayor and press upon him that some of the citizens are concerned.
Of course. I mean, obviously, as a civilian, I can't tell you everything that us at Immunity has access to.
Right.
And you see Asa's, like, accidentally brimming with pride. But I will let you know what I can disclose and make sure that your thoughts are communicated, as are the thoughts of the rest of the people of Jerry.
Well, that's all I can ask. I will say that the recent events in the city and the supposed lack of leadership is quite concerning, but I'm glad that it will be brought to the mayor's attention.
You can put your faith in us at Immunity to do what we will and to do everything possible to protect the people. No.
And she, like, ruffles your membrane, and she was like, what an official statement that was. You should put that on a plaque, Asa Marie.
Don't put my official statements on plaques.
Well, all right.
And then you hear a knock at the door, and she's like,
That must be Ollie. Asa, could you grab that?
Yeah, of course. Asa leaves to go open the door.
yeah, and you see Ollie, and he's kind of huffing and puffing, and he's like, oh, hey, Asa.
Hey, are you doing okay?
Huh? Me?
Yeah.
I'm never been better, really.
Cool.
His eyes are like bulging.
Not the only thing that'll be bulging.
Disgusting. Yeah, no,
Oh God, sorry. Am I late for dinner?
No, you're fine. I just wanted to say thank you for taking the time to do that extra research for us. I really appreciate it.
No, of course. Hey, so, some of these names don't even exist in the database as citizens of Jerry. So I marked on the list which ones I recognize and which ones don't even ping anything. So, for the hypothalamus, Titan the Tissue Turner and Deltoid Drake, they are citizens, but they've never been employed by Immunity. They're like, usually it looks like bouncers at a lot of the clubs in the gut. And then Myelin Axon and Myozin Sarcomere, I mean, that's Myelin and Sarco, you know them from, Luco's old team. They're registered, but there's no one named Mini Genome in any of our records. And we do have records of a Jimmy Neuron, but again, not hired from Immunity. I mean, do you know where Amy even got these names?
I'm not entirely sure. You could talk to my team about it. I mean, do you want to meet my squad? They're all here.
Oh wait, they're here too?
Yeah. I mean, I brought them.
That's cool. Do you want... I could come back later if you want.
No, they want to meet you. I mean, I want everyone to work together on this. This is very... And Asa puts her hand on his shoulder. This is very, very important. We need the strongest team we can assemble.
Uh-huh.
And that includes all of us.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Okay, meeting the team, part of the team.
And he, like, walks in and lets you lead him.
Hey, guys, this is Ollie.
Hey.
Pleasure to meet you, young man.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, young man.
Nice to meet you, I'm Ollie. I know you.
Sergeant Dryll.
Yep, knew that. Hi, Ollie.
And he, like, shakes Quentin, or he puts his hand out for Quentin to shake.
You're late.
Yeah, sorry.
And he, like, scratches the back of his neck and is like,
yeah,
and he turns to Tim and puts his hand out.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, you too. Nice to meet you. And, oh, Uncle Teddy!
Wire check! Turns him around. He's like, what did I get Asa for her 5th birthday?
I knew it!
And he's like, taser? And he's like, good on you, boy! Oh, here you go. And he's like, I did make one for you, but it's a bucket hat. And like, Ollie looks to Asa and sees that Asa's wearing hers and is like, oh man, thanks. My last one broke, so this is actually really great. And he puts it on before your mom hugs him and like kisses the top of his head, and your dad hugs him too before he sits down. He's like, where's your brothers, Asa? And your mom is like, oh, well, Fry and Blue had to go to the hospital, and Cal and Neo are now essential workers in some of the parts of the brain that need a little bit of extra help, so, they won't be here tonight. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. So what were we talking about?
So none of my brothers are gonna be here?
No, this won't be a full family dinner, but, at least I get more attention from my little Asa Marie.
Great. Sorry, I feel bad. I told Tim I might be able to introduce him to some of my very, very single brothers.
Your dad chokes on his wine. It's like,
Oh, don't worry, there's plenty of time for all of that, Asa Marie.
Well, perhaps instead of praying, then, we could all go around the table and say something we're thankful for. I'll start. I am thankful that my awesome Marie is here with me.
Thanks, Mom.
I guess like Quentin's sitting next to us, and he's like, "Should we all hold hands for this?"
Yeah. I don't know. This is a new thing my family's doing.
Your mom like holds Tim's hand and your dad's hand, and like you can see her thumb is like rubbing Tim's hand, and your dad is like, right, well, I'm thankful for new beginnings.
Asa is just choosing not to acknowledge this.
And Ted looks very uncomfortable with just holding hands with anybody, but he holds hands with Asa and your dad, Asa. And he's like, I'm thankful for, I guess, I don't know, aluminum. Marie looks like very pleased and is like, good one, Teddy. And it moves to you, Asa.
Are you comfortable with holding hands, Quentin? I guess this is a thing that we're doing.
If you want to, I don't have to. I don't need to, but
No, I guess it's
maybe we should, since everyone else is doing it.
okay. Here, and Asa just kind of like puts her hand on top of Quentin's.
And for whoever's paying attention, Ollie is like fixated on that and just like looks down.
And Marie is like, and Asa, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that I get the chance to enter into a new stage of my life with my wonderful team, pursuing the things I've always wanted to pursue.
That's beautiful, dear.
And she like kind of makes goo-goo eyes almost as she moves to Quentin and is like, and you?
Well, I'm just thankful to be working with such heroes who are beautiful both inside, and he looks around and then ends up looking at Asa. It's like, and out.
Can I roll something to see if I like clock this?
100% roll heal.
That's an 8.
Oh,
Mixed
shit.
success.
That's actually perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah, you're like, okay, he could just be being nice, but it still makes you blush because it's like, wow, not only was that super nice of Quentin to say, but like it did feel like he might be calling you beautiful, maybe.
I'll lean in and I'll whisper like, hey, that was really nice, but you don't need to lay it on that thick for my family.
I couldn't find the butter knife. I just put the steak knife out for.
Okay. Well, thanks. I guess.
Oh, you meant?
No, I just that was really nice.
Yeah.
Sergeant Dryll coughs. Just
Yeah, and Marie like blushes and then looks to Sergeant Dryll and is like, and you, Sergeant Dryll.
Oh, well, for us drills, we, you never know when you're gonna pop, or what you're gonna pop into out of the package, and, well, I am incredibly grateful to have been popped into a team far more competent and, frankly, just fun to be around than I ever could have imagined. This is, beyond any expectations I could have had. Yep, you're next.
And Ollie's like, oh yeah, I'm thankful.
Yeah, that's great, bro.
You bet.
And he like clears his throat. He's like,
I'm thankful that I get to see Asa do what she's always wanted to do.
That's very sweet.
Thanks. That's really sweet.
Yeah, it's a little much. I don't know.
and then it turns to Tim.
I'm feeling very thankful for new connections.
And he's looking at his team, but he's going to reach his leg out and play a bit of footsie with Zai.
Oh yeah.
roll heal to see if you touch Zai or accidentally touch Asa under the table.
Yeah, roll heal.
Oh my god.
Roll heal to see if you play footsie with the right person. You end up playing with Ted instead.
I rolled a 5.
You play footsie with Asa.
Yeah, I give him a friendly kick back. Like
And Tim, like, his eyes widen for like a moment. And like he kind of like kicks back like playfully to like play it off.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just been such a delight. Oh, and this wine is fantastic. Very thankful for that as well.
And I'll look at Zai and take a sip.
And as you sip wine and eat around the table, the minutes pass and you have a lovely dinner.
Why are we going to this stupid lunch anyway?
Oh, I didn't realize lunch with my mom was stupid now, Quad.
Oh, so now I'm the bad guy?
No one's the bad guy. Oh, hi, Mom!
Cardia, my darling, come in! Quad? Lunch is ready. So, what's new?
Let's see. Oh, have you listened to any Drimbus bonus content lately?
Babe, no one wants to hear about...
No, I haven't. Gosh, I wish there was a way for me to have alerts for when they post. There is! The Not-So-Daily Drimbus newsletter not only includes links to that week's bonus content, that week's main feed episode, and merch, but also includes stat blocks for items, monsters, or spells in D&D 5e, and Drimbus-made TTRPG Mischief!
Wow! I've got to sign up for that!
You don't really
Just head to drimbus.com/newsletter, Mom! All my friends are subscribed. There's Jerry Benetatos, Kiso Loco, Greta Beignet, Alex Gapes My Ass, Ace Andrews, Regina Russell, Sam Olivos, Jordan Cobb, The Unnamed Rogue, NB Star, Doubtful Guest, Michael Richters, Davis Walden, Denny Dewdrop, Mythmouse, Callie Wolf, Brandon M. Bishop, Bridge, Twiglets, Joanna, Stan Sitzman, Scrambles the Death Dealer, Aaron Adams, Nathan Mesnard, Ruth Thanatos, Melissa Rain, Hensational, Butts Aplenty, Normally Me, Dane Koholf, Loon, Faust the Heavenly Demonic Monster, David Carlton, Tracy Baby, Elastic Band, Hoodie Gang Sheep, Luke Vermin, MV Carr, Vico Cocorico, Alyssa Barron, Jan, Scottish Alpaca, Kiara Bouye, Wayward Scientist, Chibs1012, Kyle D, and Gene from the network.
Ugh, Gene.
Oh, Gene, what a sweet man. So, what else is new with Drimbus?
As Ted realizes it's getting kind of late, he's like, well, I think it's time for me to head out, but Asa, will you walk me out?
Yeah, no, I was gonna offer anyway.
He turns to the team and is like, I'll have aluminum hats for everybody next time. It was nice to meet you all.
It was interesting to meet you.
Yep.
Dr. D?
Yes.
I sense that you're a man of great perceptiveness.
I would agree with that. Yep.
Do you have any information that you think it would be pertinent to share with the team that is working with your niece?
And he, looks around the table and his eyes linger on Asa's parents. Leans in and is like, they're in the walls. They're always watching. We can go to my secret location later. There is information I feel pertinent to share, but I can't trust it.
Understood.
And then he looks to Asa and is like, all right. And you walk to the front door, and he turns to you before looking intensely into your eyes and is like, Asa, I'm not crazy. There is an uprising of some kind of scaly mutation that seeps into cells and walks about the city and looks like you and me, but they're darker. And they want to take over Jerry and won't stop until we're all just like them.
I believe you. I believe you.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I maybe didn't always, but I know you talked to me a little bit about, lizard people, and I was like, that's so crazy. But I held on to that information in my mind, and I think the church is trying to turn Jerry into a lizard.
Thank you! Oh my god! And you guys hear that from, the front door, and then he realizes how loud he's being.
I'm glad that you came to dinner, too, Uncle Ted.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. You look all grown up. Like your mom. Fuck, what the fuck?
Good job, good cover.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, something is absolutely going on. I'm glad you were here. I wanted to get a chance to talk to you.
Yeah, all right.
Is there a place we can meet?
Yes, there is. You know my old bunker that I took you to? You know, your mom got really mad at me for it because it's kind of off the grid technically, but that is the only place I feel safe talking about this. I'm telling you, Asa, they're in the walls. They're everywhere.
I feel the electrical disturbance even now, all right?
Okay, yeah, sure.
You know where to find me.
Absolutely. I'll bring everyone there as soon as I can.
All right. And if there's other places you need to find information, just, like, have all the information you can have, and I'll have all the information I can have, and we can get to the bottom of this, because I'm worried about your mom, Asa.
Me too.
She buys into that bullshit so easy.
Yeah, I mean, this is not her first MLM either, so...
I know. Keep your guard up. Wear your hat. You know where to find me.
I will extend my hand to shake his.
He shakes your hand, and as he walks away, you hear under your breath, like,
they're in the walls. They're in the walls.
And he leaves.
Alrighty. Asa will, I guess, adjust her hat and go back in. Good to see, always good to see old Uncle Ted.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm so sorry, you guys. He can be quite, passionate. And working alone at the bottom floor of the brain and having to peer through QAnon and things of that nature, it does something to your nucleus, you know?
There's a whole lot of information out there, good and, bad.
That's right. Well, I want to thank you all so much for coming.
And she, like, pulls Asa in for another hug, and she hugs you for, like, too long.
While she's hugging me for way too long, can I try and take her necklace?
Ooh, yes. I'll give you good luck. I think you put your arms up around her neck, and so she feels like you are being really receptive and affectionate to her when you're really trying to get to that clasp.
Yeah, I'm showing what she's always wanted, which is that feminine instinct to love and be close to my family.
That's right.
That's a 3.
Mrs. Dendrite, thank you again so much for dinner and your hospitality.
Of course.
Sorry, I think my hair got caught. Here, give me a moment.
And she, like, moves your hair before she, like, really takes your hair in, and she's like, Asa Marie, what did you do to your membrane? Because it looks like your membrane is, like, curly almost now.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? Now that you're up close, she sees that, like...
like I'm hot now.
Asa Marie, you were born beautiful. You don't need to make those changes to your body.
Oh, Mom, no, that wasn't what happened. I just kind of, did.
Well, what happened then?
Nope, I electively...
You look very tense, Mrs. Dendrite. Why don't you relax? And he puts her hand on the shoulders, so sit her down in the chair.
Yeah, and you see she looks like she's, like, about to faint. She fans herself with her hand, and then your dad steps forward and is like, I think you look great, Asa, but I always thought my little vesicle bug was beautiful.
Thanks, Dad.
And he hugs you.
Here, you look tense. I should, maybe you should take this necklace off and I can work this, muscles here.
I mean, if it'll help, I suppose.
Yeah, go, it's alright.
While they're doing that, I would like to look around this space and see if I notice any of the scarves or blankets that
You definitely do. You see scarves and earmuffs that are, like, hanging where, like, jackets usually go, and there is a blanket in the same corner, but you don't know if that blanket is, like, with it or if that's just where they put it.
While, like, everyone is huddled around Marie, I'm going to try to very discreetly, like, swipe all of those.
Okay,
and
go ahead and roll harm for that.
would I perhaps get luck because
I think
they're
you would
distracted?
definitely have luck as they're very distracted.
Haha! 12!
Let's go!
Critical success. You walk over, and then your armor, like, opens to, like, a compartment almost within it that can, like, hold things, and you just stuff them in, and then your armor closes.
Yep.
And Quentin, you successfully remove Marie's necklace, and she, like, holds her head a little bit and is like,
I'm so sorry. I feel really tired.
I get it, girl.
Yeah.
I get it.
Thank you.
He's gonna, like, look to Asa to be like, I know you're looking for that necklace, so
Yeah.
there it is on the table.
yeah.
Yeah, we should really get going. We've got a long day tomorrow.
So long.
Oh, yeah. I should probably rest, too. Oh, Ollie, sweetheart, Ollie.
And Ollie, like, comes forward and is like,
Yeah, Mrs. Dendrite.
and she's like, thank you for coming. We'll see you tomorrow. And Ollie's like, yeah, Mrs. Dendrite, sounds good. And then...
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm cleaning the kitchen tomorrow for your mom.
No, you don't... Ollie, you don't need to do that.
Well, your brothers are gonna be working, and
and
you're out there kicking ass and, saving Jerry,
Ollie,
so...
You've got a whole job, though.
Yeah, but I was gonna stay later at work tomorrow.
No, wait, Mom,
Yes, honey?
Ollie's got very important work to be doing for immunity.
Ollie, you told me you didn't have to work tomorrow. And Ollie's like, well, you needed the help, and I just thought that I would stay later to make up for coming late.
Oh.
And she's like, Ollie, you don't have to come tomorrow in that case. And he, twiddles his fingers, and he's like, okay. It's nice to meet you guys. And he stutters when he looks at Quentin. He's like, nice to... to meet you guys officially, because I work at Immunity. I'm one of the neurons, behind the computers, so it was nice to meet you officially.
I had no idea you worked at Immunity. Asa said a lot of great things about you, but missed that detail.
Yeah.
Sorry, Agent Dendrite.
Thank you, sir.
We used to work together, behind the scenes, the security, the information gathering, making sure that, everybody gets where they need to go safely in the field and record keeping and stuff. And now she's moving on up there, and it's a big day for the neurons.
Well, thank you for providing such essential services to people like us.
Yeah. Asa, we're heading in the same direction, and I had wanted to ask about, the company party at Immunity tomorrow, and maybe we should all coordinate what we're wearing. And he, says under his breath, he's like, we needed to talk, but I'm really not good at this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, actually, all of us are about to head over, it is, I turned to my mom and I'm like, classified immunity stuff we should discuss outside.
Of course, honey. Thank you so much for coming. Call me,
of course.
Please.
Love you, Mom, and I'll swipe that necklace.
Yeah, Mrs. Dendrite, just close your eyes while I get this spot right here. You'll feel what I'm talking about.
Thank
yes.
you.
And then he's like, yeah, go ahead and fucking snatch
Yeah,
it.
I just take the necklace and shove it in my pocket.
Yeah, no, I won't even make you roll. Zai is too entranced by Tim right now.
Why is everyone trying to sleep with my parents?
Yeah, Marie closes her eyes and then, opens her eyes to, look at Asa and is like,
You're good with your hands, Mr. Quarantino.
Yes, they used to call me Jerry's Digits.
she, laughs, too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, thank you very much. And I really do hope I'll see you all again soon.
Very soon, I'm sure.
Very, very soon.
Quentin, doesn't know what Tim's talking about and is just trying to impress. So he's like, yes, very soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye, my little vesicle bug.
Bye, Dad.
He closes the door as you see your mom heading upstairs to bed.
As I'm leaving, do I see any upside down pineapples or any sort of pineapple memorabilia?
You do see, suddenly on, the welcome mat in, the corner, there's, what could be an upside down pineapple if you're really looking for it.
Incredible.
It looks like they try to make it subtle.
Good.
So that's my family. Those are my parents.
How positively charming.
Yeah, they're not typically that, religious, but,
Yeah, that was weird.
Oh, as we get older, we're looking for a certain something, some sort of excitement in our lives, so perhaps they're just looking for something new, exploring different options.
sure.
And then, as we're getting into Princess, Sergeant Dryll, not knowing how to engage with whatever the fuck is happening in the studio right now, is just gonna open the compartment to show that he snatched the scarves and the earmuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Asa opens up her hand to reveal the necklace.
Hey.
Oh, good. I'm glad we all robbed my parents. Yeah.
My goodness, such thievery.
Ollie, do you want to come over? We're all heading back to my place.
Oh, me too. You want me to come with, to hang out?
I mean, if you want to kind of brief everyone on what we talked about.
Oh, yes, official immunity business. Yep. Cool. I guess I'll just squeeze in.
We've also got tickets to the subconscious theater.
Well, we don't have enough of those. I don't think.
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, if I can scrounge up some ATP, I wouldn't mind comping you.
Oh, that's really nice.
But maybe we need those funds for the mission that we're currently on, so it probably...
I understand.
You understand, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, some other time.
I slyly slip Ollie my ticket.
And Ollie, takes it and, smiles and then is like,
Yeah, I don't have a car. Can I ride with you guys? I can walk home later, it's not a problem.
No, you're good. I
As long
think.
as you don't mind holding the dog.
There's
Yeah.
a spot on the roof, I suppose, if you are okay with...
I can always be in the bed of the truck
Yes.
if need be.
No,
but-
there are 3 seats in the back. Guys, we can all fit. I don't know why everyone forgot how cars work for a second.
Yeah, silly me.
Yeah, Tim typically drives. I don't know how we all want to pile into the car.
I can just sit
I
next
think
to
Quentin
Asa.
usually takes shotgun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I can-
there's not a lot of room up there lately. I'm feeling like I need to stretch out.
Oh, then you should ride in the bed. You can sprawl out all you want.
I hate to miss out on all the conversation. Ollie, why don't you take the shotgun?
Yeah, you're the guest.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Oh gosh, thanks.
and Ollie, missing all of that subtext, he hops in the passenger seat on the right side in the front.
Quentin sighs like, whew.
And then Sergeant Dryll ends up sitting in the middle.
Oh, shit.
I hold both their hands and start rubbing their thumbs.
This isn't a thing that we do, Sergeant. The hand-holding thing was kind of for my mom.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was custom.
No.
I saw them doing it to,
And then I'm guessing Tim makes eye contact with me or something. Yeah. And you just see he stops talking for a second and the pupils dilate and he goes,
sorry, I just thought it was outsider, still learning.
It's all good. You can tell Asa's just actively choosing not to acknowledge
Yeah.
the tension between her parents and Tim.
Yep.
Looks like everyone got along great.
That we did. And I turn the car on and I start heading out.
As you pull up to Asa's apartment, Milu just floats out of your bag on his own accord, to the door, recognizing it.
Okay, buddy, we're gonna get you some snacks.
And he licks your face.
Ow.
And you pile into the familiar apartment where you had been a couple hours before.
Oh, look, the episode's still on. We forgot to pause it.
Oh my gosh! No, wait! Don't look! Don't look! Don't look! Don't look! There's so
Oh
many
my
spoilers.
God!
No,
Oh my
no, don't.
Jerry!
Just turn around! Turn around! And Asa, with more fervor than you've ever seen displayed, shuts the TV off.
You
They were
dive and
smooching.
slide across the floor to turn it off.
No one smooches in Bungo Stray Dogs. It's only heavily implied.
That was heavily implied smooching. My, what twists and turns of character arcs I could not anticipate.
Look, if we have to go back and watch the previous 6 episodes, and then you'll understand why all the tension's there. They've got this kind of enemies to lovers thing going on. It's very complicated.
Wait. A sworn enemy becomes a lover?
Well, yeah, it's more like they.
Art sometimes imitates life, so what, man?
Well, they do work together and they don't get along, and then,
Yeah.
but there's this weird underlying tension, but they don't work
Yeah.
together anymore. Now they're I guess they were enemies to friends to enemies to lovers.
And Ollie when you start saying they work together and then they don't work together anymore, Ollie's like,
Yeah.
Quentin and Ollie are both going yeah.
But again, it's only heavily implied. The fan base really latches onto it, but it's not something that they've said explicitly in the course of the show. Honestly, there are some other ships that you could. I mean, there's Yeah, I won't get into it.
Can I roll heal to see if this is the moment where Tim pieces together what's been going on?
I think this would be a great time.
He rolls a 2. He has no idea.
2. No clue.
Can I try?
Yeah.
Oh my god, a 3.
3. Again. We're just talking about Boongo stray dogs. That's it. There's no subtext here.
Dogs be straying.
Yeah, dogs be straying, and Quentin and Ollie seem to really understand the message. You know, they just seem really into it.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to, we can watch Boongo Stray Dogs. I'm kind of on a Your Lie in April kick, but I don't know how late you guys want to stay up. We could binge watch the whole show.
Well, I'm okay with staying up, but every hour we stay up means an extra hour you have to sleep in.
Ooh. Well, I guess we're our next big lead is Sid.
Right.
I haven't heard from the doctor yet.
I say tomorrow is a recuperation day, and maybe tying up a couple of loose ends before
tying up
our next big step.
God.
Okay, well, I don't have a ton of beds. I know Ollie, your place is nearby, but the rest of us
there's only one bed.
There's one bed and 2 bean bags.
Yeah, no, if anybody needs to crash at my place,
Well, we can divvy it up by size. Who's the smallest, who's the biggest?
I'm small.
I'm pretty small, too.
Yeah, okay, 2 small people. You guys can probably crowd on one.
Ollie
Quentin, you're
lives,
middle size.
Yeah, I'm a medium, so you
could get a beanbag, and I'm pretty large.
I also don't want to intrude. I could just give the information and then head back to my place.
Well, Ollie, that you should stay. We should connect with our fellow immunity.
Force him to stay if he, if you have things to do.
For once,
do you want to stay, Ollie?
It's up to Asa.
How do you feel about stray dogs that aren't actually stray dogs?
There's no dogs in the show. It's just more of a metaphor.
Like Reservoir Dogs.
Actually, yes, I think. I haven't seen Reservoir Dogs. It's not animated.
The director is great. His name is similar.
I do really need to be at work early tomorrow.
Then you probably need to rest, so you can get a jump on the new day, a fresh start for work. We are depending on you, Ollie. You have that work ahead of you.
That's right, yeah.
But Ollie, look at me.
Yeah,
Don't look at him.
Relaxation and recreation are just as important as the job you do.
That's true.
If you are not coming in prepared and relaxed and ready to do your best, then you're going to be letting us down on the field. So it's important that you take the time to enjoy your life when you're off the clock.
Yes, but don't forget, if you're late, you're fired.
Yeah, that's a lot to... Oh, Jerry, that's a lot to keep in mind.
Is that truly... is that an accurate portrayal of our attendancy policy?
Well, you'll get a warning and... So it doesn't look good. You get the paper trail. Nobody wants that. You don't want the paper trail, Ollie.
Right. I don't think I do want that. That's kind of scary. I've been with immunity for a really long time, so I've never been late before. I don't think it'd really be a problem.
And there,
in times like these, moments of crises, I find that Tim tends to have pretty good advice. Tim, what do you think of this scheduling dilemma we find ourselves in?
Yeah.
Well, in the words of what I'm sure a parental figure would say to their child, and this is very, very important, so please pay extremely close attention.
I agree.
You see a tear running down Sergeant Drill's face.
That about sums it up.
Okay, so yeah, I should stay, give the information, watch one episode, and then go home.
Precisely.
Awesome.
And Ollie?
Yeah.
Seriously, thank you.
Yeah, no.
I really, really appreciate it. You've always been super, super helpful to me, and I don't always, communicate how helpful you are.
Thanks, Asa. Yeah. That's me. Ollie, the helpful guy. Anyway, so this is what I found out.
Helpful guy.
That's right. So Asa gave me that list of people, and I went to immunity and I ran it through our database, right? For the hypothalamus, most of the names are citizens of Jerry, but not employed by immunity. 2 names were employed by immunity. That's Myelin and Sarko, and I know that Asa and Quentin know them. They are immunity agents, but they were, they're slotted as on leave. But, Titan, Delt, and Jimmy Neuron, they're citizens, but they are not employed by immunity. And then Mini Genome functionally doesn't exist. And then also at the hippocampus, Hematoid and Carter Lodge are citizens, but again, not employed by immunity. And then I have no record of Molly, Carter, or Ernesto Node, and Milano's site doesn't ring a bell either. None of those were pinged in the database.
Well, it looks to me like it might be one of 2 things. Either people are lying and changing their names to cover their tracks, or seeing as we are dealing with some sort of culty situation, maybe they're reborn under Zara Lu's light or whatever, and they take a new name.
Ugh. I guess the thing that, is weird to me is that this is official immunity paperwork. I don't know how this happened.
Tim, I gotta ask you a question.
Yes?
And Tim looks startled by the sudden attention to him on a serious question.
Do you have any sort of notable relationship to Frank in immunity? Is there a reason he would answer your call while dodging mine?
Oh. Well, it's not... Who knows, It's just... Maybe his
I'm hoping you know.
Oh, dear. So... I became aware of something that Frank wouldn't necessarily want, to be common knowledge, and, I used it as a bit of leverage, perhaps, to earn a few ATP on the side. The wet dream doesn't pay what it used to, Now that Jerry's in university, there's so many more things getting played on the subconscious theater from his going to all of these new parties and things, and, it's all nouveau riche, and it means that us poor dancers at the Wet Dream don't get the same attention as we used to. And,
Sorry.
I just wanted a little bit of extra money, and I was like, I have this information, I might as well leverage it, And so, yes, he'll take a call from me very frequently. I'm so sorry.
So you're blackmailing Frank?
Blackmail is such a word that it does, in fact, accurately describe what I'm doing, but
this is so Bungo Stray Dogs!
It feels so negative. I think what I'm doing is a positive situation. I'm keeping Mr. Goiter honest in his work. Am I not? We got what we needed, right? We got through to him, even on his break.
Asa just starts punching the air and is like, the field is so cool! We've got blackmail! We're doing heists!
Agent Glutus. Temporary Agent Glutus.
Yeah.
TAG. Is there anyone else who might have access to this same information you've been using to blackmail Frank?
In order to help create a distance between Frank and myself, he sends 2 associates to, deposit payment and, sometimes try to threaten me with a bad time, not a good time. Titan, the Tissue Turner, and Deltoid Drake, whom we, now, we're present at the hypothalamus.
Right.
I wasn't necessarily withholding information. I don't know where they are.
Wait, you mean Frank has 2 of the people responsible for the hypothalamus attack on payroll?
Yes.
We might need to start blackmailing a little harder.
Oh, harder.
God damn it.
If I had to guess, I'd say he's being pressured into keeping information from the director, and we need to figure out who is doing that to him. Because if you're able to blackmail him for money, then this is not a aspersion on your abilities to gather incriminating information, but considering what's going on in the body, I'm sure there are people with worse intentions who are at least as capable of garnering similar information.
Quite, yes.
Also, I have a meeting kind of set up for us with my uncle. I think he might be someone we should see, and I can take us there. He's got a place that's kind of off the grid.
I think that's fair. We have a lot of information and possible leads at our disposal. I say tomorrow we rest, wrap up some loose ends, and maybe tomorrow evening we meet with your uncle and decide where to go from there.
Okay, you're right.
Also, when you say we, are you thinking of me too?
Of course, Ollie, you're part of the gang now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I guess you are now. Okay.
Awesome.
At least in a telecommunication capacity.
Sure.
Yeah, Ollie, I'll be honest. The field is a lot different than being in one of the neuron centers.
Right. Well, I'll make you a deal. Since it sounds like you guys are kind of working undercover almost, or you don't want this to really get out, what if I'm behind my computer, making sure you guys are good and stuff?
Yeah, that's a good idea, Ollie.
And then that way, if you guys find good information, people do this sometimes where they'll do unsanctioned, technical unofficial missions, and then when it turns out that they were right about something or that it became something, then it gets filed as an official mission, and then that way you'll have an official, behind the scenes agent to sign off on the mission.
Yeah.
That would be great, Ollie. And I mean, I just don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I don't want to get hurt either, though, for sure.
I do have one last business-related inquiry for you.
For me?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I'll look at him, I'll go, you're plugged into the network and all that computer stuff, right?
I mean, I work on it every day, so...
Right.
Yeah.
Would there be any way for you to turn on all the screens in the city of Jerry? Hopefully to the same channel.
I mean, theoretically, if I had enough time, I know where you have to be to do that. I mean, also, the mayor can broadcast to everybody, and so can the news.
Right, but if the TV's not on, you don't see the news.
Right.
Can you turn the TVs on and make sure people are watching the news?
I think I could. It would take a significant amount of energy rerouted from other organs and systems for a couple seconds, but Jerry
It wouldn't need to be very long.
Okay.
But I think that is a project, if you've got the time and the bandwidth, I would really appreciate you looking into that.
Yeah, I could look into that. Yeah, if you give me enough time, I could stay up all night, but you did say rest is important, but...
Mandatory, not just important, mandatory.
Yes, sir.
Swear to me.
I swear.
Okay.
Ollie, sorry, I don't want to butt in.
Yeah. What's up?
Just one thing. When you had that initial intel about something going down at the wet dream, where did you get that?
Oh, we got an anonymous tip.
Okay.
It was voice modulated. I mean, at the end, the person said kisses, so it might have been one of the dancers. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, Bungo Stray Dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you all sit down. You watch one episode. Ollie gets up and is like,
okay, I gotta go get some sleep, but I'll let you know what I find out about that project, Mr. Sergeant Dryll.
But only after you get a good night's rest, okay?
Yes, sir. And good night, everybody. See you later.
Yeah, see you.
Bye, Ollie.
Bye. Bye, Asa. Bye. Bye, Milu.
Milu, floats around him and is like...
He's like, yeah, bye, buddy. And he leaves.
Okay.
More episodes, or are we playing games, or what's going on? What's the plan, big man, men?
Okay, I know I said we could trust Ollie, and a big part of me still feels like we can. But now that we know Frank is compromised, I don't know. I don't feel good about this.
No, yeah, maybe, yeah.
About Ollie specifically?
No, I don't know. I don't know. It's just Ollie's...
It's okay not to know.
Ollie's really close with my family. And my family's been compromised.
We have that necklace.
Your family's been compromised, yes, but they were bamboozled in the way that a lot of the city is. And speaking of, I'm going to pull out the scarves and the earmuffs and give them a real good look over to see if I can note any sort of powder on them or like anything.
Yeah, roll heal.
I want to look at the necklace, too.
Go ahead and roll heal for that. Also.
Natural 12.
Let's go!
Surface level, there's no powder. These seem normal. You decide to kind of bend the earmuffs more than they should bend and immediately see there is a wire contraption that is within it, but you don't really know more than that. Even with a crit success, you find the wires, and clearly these are more than just earmuffs, but as far as what their purpose is, not really sure.
Well,
I got a 10 on the necklace.
As you're looking around, it's a giant ornate J, basically, and the only thing that you notice is that there's like a tiny, really tiny hole in the front of it that
camera
looks like it was there like purposefully. It doesn't seem like there should be a hole there.
I'm gonna take all of the things and I'm going to put them in a box. I feel like my uncle probably drops off tinfoil on the reg, so I just want to wrap it in tinfoil and then I want to put it in the closet where I hid Milu earlier.
Okay, you do so.
good move.
I don't feel great about that either.
It could be tracking her location. JPS.
And if someone is listening in now, they know that Ollie knows where my uncle lives.
Yeah.
No, maybe I'm being paranoid. This runs in my family.
I don't mean to make it worse, but this feels like a healthy dose of paranoia.
Yeah?
Your uncle is always alert. I feel that he would know when he is being observed.
Okay.
And he would say something.
Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Of course, whatever you need. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we need to sleep on this.
I completely agree. I think it's time to hang up our little detective hats for now and relax, unwind.
Ooh, Tim, do you still do cupping and massage classes? We could all teach each other.
A little massage circle, you think?
Yeah, that seems like a really cool platonic way to spend our evening.
I haven't been in a little massage train circle since my theater school days. Awesome. Do you have any mason draws?
Yeah, actually, I feel like I've got a ton. Just give me a moment, and I go grab a ton of mason jars, and they're all just full of knickknacks, and themed paraphernalia. So I just dump 1,000 stickers out of one of them, and then I empty 3 out that are full of character keychains and pins and stuff like that.
That sounds about right. Yep.
Excellent. Yes.
And Tim will get to demonstrating his cupping technique.
We fade out as you begin the cupping and massage circle. It becomes a montage of Tim instructing, and then by the end of the night...
Tim breaks up a knot, and you hear, as he does, each of us, you sound like Tim. You're like, oh,
well done. And by the end, you are all suitably relaxed, and you have red circles all over your backs, and
Elsa's membrane is a puddle.
and you feel ready to sleep.
This has been City of Jerry, a microscopic action adventure. City of Jerry features the vocal talents of Giancarlo Herrera as Sergeant Benedict Dryll, Kayla Temshiv as Asa Dendrite, Michael Pisani as Tim Glutus, Nicholas Benetatos as Quentin Quarantino, TJ Berry as Jerry, that's me, and Amanda Fernandez-Acosta as Lazarus. The rest of the world is voiced by your benevolent Jerry god, Hannah Schooner, with editing by Giancarlo Herrera and Hannah Schooner, and sound design by Hannah Schooner. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you all next week.
Dear Heavenly Jerry, please watch over my husband's spirit. Please grant me the strength to overcome this loss. I want to be stronger. I would do anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Come, follow me, and I will grant you the strength you speak. Everything will be all right.